welcome back to my channel, guys. This is your mentor Sanyukta Singh, and in today's session I'm going to talk about the tricks to identify our traditional art forms. Yes, you get questions in your exams, चाहे वो डिज़ाइन का हो या फिर चाहे वो कोई भी नेशनल लेवल पे एग्जाम हो रहा हो इंडिया में, you always get the picture and you are asked to identify the image, that is the picture belongs to Warli art or is it Saurai? Does this belong to Maharashtra or Jharkhand? So there are few tricks from which you will be able to identify these paintings. So let's move forward for our first image and let's talk about our fur painting. Have you ever heard about this painting? Fur painting. Fur means scroll, and the scroll painting, this belongs to Rajasthan. Now here in this painting, what do we actually have? We have these 15 to 30 feet longer scrolls where we talk about our two important folk deities, and they are Babuji and Devnarayan. So first thing you are going to remember is Babuji and Devnarayan. Now Babuji's fur is usually of 13 feet longer, but Devnarayan ji's fur is usually of 30 feet longer. So there are these musical deities who give all the tribute through their narration, through their singing and performance, and they are usually called the Bhopas, who are usually the male, and Bhopis, who are usually the females. So how are you going to identify this very painting? Let me tell you, the main image, the image which you are going to see here, this is our Babuji. So the main hero with the mustache and the traditional attire is our Babuji. So this painting is completely filled with the motifs. The attire is basically the Rajasthani attire. So this is very much intricately filled painting which you are not going to find in many other art forms of India. So yes, that was it. Now let's move on to this image. Here we have just zoomed in the image where you can see the attire, the whole attire of Babuji and the whole attire of the female figure. Now the Mang Tika is the major element from which you are going to identify that this painting belongs to Babuji ki fur, because here the Mang Tika, the woman who is wearing the Mang Tika, you will not find this type of image in any other painting. So you are going to remember through the attire, through the mustache which Babuji does have, and the attire and the few human and animal figures which are present in this painting. Now let's move forward for our next painting, which is Saurai painting. So if you belong to Jharkhand, आपको पता होगा Saurai painting is the major art form practiced there in the villages of Hazaribagh too. Now what do we have in Saurai painting? First of all, let me tell you that this Saurai painting, usually they have the images of birds, animals in very abstract form. Now first of all, you need to remember that this painting belongs to Jharkhand and not Orissa or not Bihar. So ये question भी आपके एग्जाम में आता है कि ये पेंटिंग कहाँ को belong करता है. Now this very form of painting you are not going to find in any other form. जैसे कि अभी अगर आपने बाबूजी की फर से इसको compare किया, so there is a huge difference. The Rajasthani attire, the very contrasting colors and the vibrant colors you won't find here. Now what are the major colors you're going to identify this painting is, these colors are brown, these colors are black, these colors are white, and maybe beige color is also there, along with a pinch of red. somehow at some places you'll find red also. So this painting is entirely different from Pabuji. It is done by Adivasis of Jharkhand and they practice this art form on their walls, mud walls. तो पहले mud walls को वो cotton rag से बिल्कुल beige color से पोतते हैं, पोतना कहते हैं हम उसको, and then they do these type of paintings where they are representing birds, they are representing animals, they are representing their mainly livelihood, how they are hunting, how they are spending all their lives there. So this is how Saurai painting is being depicted. Now let's move forward. So you can see the mud walls. This is how this painting is being done by the Adivasis there, and their brushes, usually they have the chewing twigs from, they usually brush their teeth. So from those type of brushes this painting is being performed. They also use the broken comb to perform these type of paintings, and this is done basically on their mud walls, which is the main entry of the house. They depict these paintings in their like festive occasions too, in their cultural events too. So this is how this painting is being depicted. Now let's move forward for our Warli painting. Now this is one of the most important painting which is being asked in your exam, and this painting belongs to, any guesses? It belongs to Maharashtra. Now what you are going to do, you are just going to opposite this W and M letter. W belongs to Warli and M is for Maharashtra. Now let me ask one major question related to this very painting, and that is, which is the major art form जो कि आपको इस वार्ली पेंटिंग में देखने को मिलेगा? इस टाइप के डांसेस को हम क्या कहते हैं? Now these dances are usually called your tarpa. Tarpa, major dance form. Yes, now you are going to identify these images. Now this is not what we have just seen in Saurai. You can see the triangular body shapes and the line drawing, the stick drawing. Basically human figure is being represented by the triangular part, the main body part, and the circle is depicting their head. And not only that, not only the human figure, but the circle is also depicting the moon and the sun part too. Plus they do have, now let's move like in the back, on the back screen आप देखोगे the images of the bird, the images of their basic household things, the basic lifestyles which they are maintaining, the cooking thing and the doing the weaving thing, and the roots of the trees, plus the polka, plus the images of the trees, जो branches बने हुए हैं, जो detailings की हुई हैं, they are all inspired from the basic shapes, circle, triangle, stick drawing, rectangles. इससे ये पूरा का पूरा वार्ली आर्ट फॉर्म इसी से बना हुआ होता है. So this is how you are going to identify Warli and differentiate Warli with other art forms. Now let's move forward. Let's talk about Madhubani painting. Madhubani is a painting which belongs to the Mithila district of Bihar, and when you look at the detailing of the painting, you will be easily identifying and differentiating between all the paintings which we have just studied. Now the fur painting entirely different, the Saurai painting is again different, the Warli which we have the basic geometrical shapes, but here in this Madhubani painting, what are the major things which you are going to see in the form of differentiation is the contrast colors, the detailing, also the vibrant borders, plus one more thing which you are going to see here are the animal and the birds figure. The birds and animal figures में जो intricacy दिखाई गई है, that is also inspired from the geometrical intricacy. So geometrical intricacy in figures, whatever figure it is there in the painting, the geometrical intricacy is there, which is not in your Warli painting or the Saurai painting, and Pabuji ki fur is entirely different. There we have Pabuji. So this is how you're going to differentiate. Plus, not only these figures are present in Madhubani painting, we have one more figure which is present in Madhubani painting, and that is the figures of our god and goddesses. So this is one of the painting. Let me give you a slight information about our culture. When Sita ji was getting married, Raja Janak told all the people who were present in the city to decorate all the houses with these type of paintings. From then this painting is called your Madhubani painting. So image of god and goddesses are also there. We have one more ritual which is called Kohvar in our Bihar, in which these Madhubani paintings are also being depicted. So there are these type of images where you will find not only the geometrical intricacy, but also you'll find the stylized eyes, stylized figures too. Now you can see the eyebrow, you can see the eyes, so stylization is also there. Plus the complete filling of the background will also be fine here. Complete filling of the background, ये भी आपको मिलेगा. प्लस motifs of god and goddesses, also the vibrant colors. Plus one more thing which is not present in this painting, but let me tell you, and that is your borders are must. बॉर्डर्स भी होते हैं, ये पिक्चर थोड़ी जूम करके दिखाई हुई है, तो ये ये सारी चीज़ें आपको इस पेंटिंग में देखने को मिलेगी, विच इज़ कॉल्ड योर मधुबनी पेंटिंग. नाउ मैं आपको बॉर्डर दिखाना चाहूँगी, आप देख सकते हो वी हैव बॉर्डर हियर. So this was all about your Madhubani painting. Now let's move on to your Goon painting. Now why I am discussing this Goon painting, guys, because it is थोड़ा बहुत similar to your Madhubani painting, and here where students are usually get confused in Goon and Madhubani painting. Now you can see the same type of images, the same type of bird and animal figures, and the branches, the trees, the same type of, almost same type of images are there in Goon painting too. But what are the major differences which you are going to encounter in Goon painting and not in Madhubani? First of all, from where does this Goon painting belong to? Always remember, Goon painting belongs to your Madhya Pradesh. Here, the major difference in the Goon painting and Madhubani is the background. Background is not that intricate. Plus, the fillings of the Goon painting are not that geometrical too. They have arcs, they have dots in their painting. So it is stylized, less geometrical, dots, etc. Plus in this painting you are not going to find any border, so no borders. So this is how you are going to differentiate between the Goon painting and the Madhubani painting. Plus there is one major feature in Goon painting and we are not going to find in Madhubani, and that is the transformation, the metamorphosis of the shapes. Now you can see the image of this bird and the feathers, the tail of this bird has been transformed into the tree. So you are going to find metamorphosis, which you are not going to find in any of the art forms of India. So yes, that was all about your Goon painting. Now through this session, I think you will be able to identify between the Goon painting and the Madhubani painting, the intricacy, the border work, the background, the foreground motifs, the metamorphosis, the types of intricacy, the stylized and the dot intricacy, but here you have the stripes, mainly stripes and lines mostly. So this is how you are going to differentiate. Now I think you will be able to give your answers correctly in your exams. Now, these were the 5 paintings which I have just talked about. The Warli painting, you can see the image which is entirely different from the Saurai painting, and which is entirely different from the Goon painting. This is Madhubani and this is Babuji Ki Far. So here in this session we did talk about all the 5 paintings, the major differences we have in these 5 paintings. In our next session we are going to talk more about these type of artworks where you students usually get confused. So on that note, subscribe, share and like my channel, क्योंकि आपको इतने important sessions तो और कहीं नहीं मिलेंगे. So if you want to come for NID, NIFT, UCEED, CEED, BFA classes, my institute is based in Delhi. You can come and join me. You can join me sitting anywhere in India for the online classes. We excel in online classes. So this is the number which is being flashed on the screen. Here you can contact us. And yes, that's it. Do subscribe my channel, share it and like it. This is your mentor Sanyukta Singh signing off. Till then, take care and bye-bye.